All right, welcome back. Thank you for hanging around, my friends. So, one more game tonight. Big stream, long stream. We're going to try to play through Super Ghouls and Ghosts. It's not guaranteed that I'll make it through this game. I'm pretty good at it. I can almost always beat it. But I'm going to stack the deck against myself. We may actually have a game over. I may fail. But I like this game a lot. I usually do pretty well at it. We're going to go into the options, though. And I'm going to play on professional difficulty. And I'm going to turn my stock down. I will use continues if I game over until I run out of continues. But if I do this, then oops, not that. If I do this, then it's definitely not guaranteed that I'll be able to win. So I'll warn you now, the game, it may end in heartbreak. If that happens, though, all that means is that I just have to play the game again soon so that I can redeem myself. The occasional game over in this is always a good humbler, Eddie says. All right, let me just check that demo didn't mess with my options. Yeah, we're good. Professional, one stock. I'll let the intro play through. I like to let the intro play. Give me a chance to have a little bit more coffee before we get moving. I'm sure I'd be too rusty for one stock. Yeah, I don't know when the last time I played this was. I think I played it in January. I think I have played it this year. And starting with the fire. We'll play around with the fire for a little while. Oh, he survived. He really survived. He's coming for me. See you later, Fire Tower. Don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me. That was scary. Been stuck on a few games lately. Had the itch for SNES Capcom again. Magic Quest may be my warm-up for this. Oh, nice. I love Magical Quest on the Super Nintendo. It's such a good game. I came, I think it was the last time I played that game. I came very close to a one life clear. It's not a super hard game, but there are parts that are really tricky. I don't want to pick this up, but oh well. I think I made it all the way to the final boss before I lost my first life. So that was a little heartbreaking. This game, for those who don't know, if I may be allowed to brag just a little bit, I've actually beaten this game deathless before. I almost died right there. That's a bad place to start messing up your jumps. I've had 2 deathless runs through this, actually. Both of them on stream, fortunately, so I have a record. It was not easy. It was a long grind. Well, the first one. It was a long grind for the first one. The second one happened the very next time I played the game. So I actually got my 2 deathless runs back to back. Not the same night, but, you know, the very next time I played, which was about a month later. I thought that was going to be a magician. That's why I used my magic to open it from far away. No! Only done a 1cc as well, both for Magical Quest and for this. I know you can get the deathless run. You might have to de-rest a little bit, like you said, but I have every confidence you could get it, Itty. Oh, I forgot to do the nice catch. That's how rusty I am. I didn't even get a nice catch at the end of the level. Oh, we got a 1-up though. That's nice. Yuck, more magicians? Get out of here. No, thank you. Go, go, go! This game is perilous. Come on, good weapon. Got more magicians. Why is every chest a magician? Somebody doesn't like me tonight. Wow, that lightning didn't kill that treasure chest. I got lucky I was able to walk through it. Deathless is on the checklist. Working on de-rusting Horus. Oh, I remember hearing you talk about that first. Seeking a sub 3-hour world record. The game really wants me to play with some bogus weapons tonight. Magician? Knife, finally. The knife is the best the knife is the best weapon in the game, and it may be less interesting to watch me play through with it. But until I lose a life, I'm never super motivated to mess around with bogus weapons. And especially when my stock is down. If I lose a life but gain a lot of stock, then I'm much more open to the idea of messing around with the trash. I actually did not want to spawn this chest. It's not a big deal, but sometimes that chest, sometimes I mess up and fail to spawn that chest when I need it, and then when I don't want it, look who's here. Time to reflect on our lives and meditate, think about the way things are while we wait for the boss. I almost never touched the knife. My first knife clear felt too easy, but I also can't use the magic well. Oh yeah, I mean the knife, yes, the knife. You're certainly playing on a much harder mode if you are denying yourself the knife. I do mess around with the other weapons from time to time, but I usually wait until my run goes south before I start taking those risks, because I'm definitely not expert in the suboptimal weapons. Someday I'm gonna challenge myself though to do playthroughs with the other weapons. To get better with them. So I'll be prepared for every situation. But that day is yet to come. Uh-oh. Oh no! Let go of the ladder, what are you doing? Boy, everything about that situation was terrifying. I get myself into a lot of trouble. Highly recommended. You'll learn neat things about each weapon. No doubt I will. No doubt I will. There's still a lot I could learn from this game, I think. There's actually, I mean, there's even, like, there's a couple places where there are treasure chests that I don't even know how to spawn, and it's kind of weird. Because, like, in some ways I feel so expert at the game, but I know that there are these, like, huge holes in my knowledge set. I love this part right here. This is a great part. Just fall off the edge. I could probably argue there's a different optimal weapon for each level. I don't know. I mean, you could argue it. I don't know if you'd convince me. Yeah, from a certain perspective, though, nothing is ever more optimal than the weapon you're most comfortable with, right? I would like to think, though, I would like to think that, you know, it was designed with the thought that different weapons would be optimal for different levels. You know, and certainly that may have been, you know, part of the intent. In the design. This level right here was like a major run killer for me. When I was going for this Deathless, these bats are so random and they're really good at showing up at the right time to knock you into a pit. These imps are terrible too, because they surprise you, but their greatest superpower is their ability to drop trash weapons. Like right here. Oh, how in the world did I not take damage? It'd have to be a deep dive kind of analysis. I mean, I'd definitely be up for hearing, like, you know, the perspective on it. I'm sure it'd be, you know, be much more in-depth than even, like, any of the stuff that I really know about it. One thing that I really want to do in this game, and I've never gotten around to doing, I've never collected the 1-up. I went looking for it one night, but I don't think it's possible to collect it on professional difficulty. I think that was my mistake. I think you can only get it on normal. Maybe beginner too, but... Comfort and playstyle is for sure a major factor. I'm most comfortable with the bow in this, but the bow isn't optimal for every situation either. The bow is really good. I don't like when it's powered up, but the depowered bow I think is strong contender for best weapon for a lot of the game and a lot of the situations. Powered up bow is kind of a roll of the dice. I don't trust it. But I'd really rather have the bow than the knife, especially if I'm powered down and fighting the Red Devils. Bow over knife every time in that situation. Whoa. I'm never sure where exactly to stand for these guys. Okay, just right off the ledge there. The unpowered bow is amazing for this level forward, yeah. Yeah, if I ever do like a gray armor run, I'm going with the bow 100%. Where is he? There he is. I'm not challenging that guy. Underwear run win. I thought about it. I did think about it. I don't really think it's any different, though, than a gray armor run, right? If I had a mod of the game, if I had a modded version of the game where it started you in the underwear, then I would definitely just go underwear only run. But I don't like, because if you want to do that on a, on a real copy of the game, you have to purposely take damage at the beginning of every level, and something about that feels less exciting. Especially because on a couple of the levels, you can't really take damage for a little while. It takes a moment to get to the first enemy. So, I don't know, I feel like that damages the idea of the run a little bit. Same but one hit KO, yeah. Yeah, you're right. Look at how fast that dragon went down. That was amazing. It would be better. It would be better because of the one-hit KO. But I think I would want a mod for it. Don't hit me. Oh, I got so lucky. I don't see a ROM hack that does that. I'll have to make friends. I'll have to make friends with someone who knows how to hack ROMs. Make a special request. No! Oh no! I wasn't paying attention to the right thing. Oh, rip the damageless run. Rip the run. Oh no. I'm right next to a red devil. This is about to get ugly. Oh, I'm dead. I'm over here daydreaming about making the game harder, and look what happened to me. Rip the deathless run. It wasn't likely to happen anyway, but still, it's sad. It's sad to lose it in such a bad place. Mostly the original hardware, but I do recommend trying the restoration hack. Removes the slowdown. Does it remove the slowdown if you play it on a flash cart on the Super NES? Ooh, when it rains, it pours. Bad luck everywhere now. I'm a fraud. I'm no good at this game. I've fooled everyone for so long. Until now. Not sure. Supposedly the ROM itself is supposed to emulate the TA1 chip, so maybe? Wow, that's horrible. That's horrible. That flower keeps spawning, and now I'm just doomed. No. SA1 chip. Either way, I don't really know what it is. Alright, well. Things are looking bleak. We're using a continue already, my friends. I guess that's an add-on that removed the SNES slowdown. I've heard of the, like, I know what the FX chip is, but I'm really, like, not super knowledgeable about, like, the hardware stuff. So, yeah, I didn't know. I don't know if I've heard of this, this chip before. It didn't stick in my mind. Wow, that flower's just gonna be awake every time, huh? No! Oh, this was a mistake. People found a way to get ROMs to simulate that and remove slowdown from individual games. Makes this fairly smooth. And Gradius 3 impossible. Hey, look, it's our friend the crossbow. We were talking about how wonderful the crossbow is. I'm just gonna hang out with the crossbow and not even get any armor upgrades now. You can do this, I believe. Thank you, Shadow. I know I can do it, you know. You know, just sometimes, you know, sometimes it's not your night, right? I do appreciate the vote of confidence, though. It is nice. It is nice to have reassurance. By no means, don't let me squash that. Can't believe I got hit twice by the ice, though. Seriously? By the ice? None of those guys are flying through. Where are all the flying guys? I don't think a single pair of them spawned, did they? Or, you know, trio. Alright, well, we got him. We'll hit the checkpoint. We're okay. I did not want to do a tri-blade only run of this game, though. of all the like solo weapons to play through the game with. The tri-blade only one is I've still procrastinated on and still dread. Yeah. It's such a bad weapon. I know there's a chest over here, but I don't know how to spawn it. I've seen how to spawn it like a few times, and I've even spawned it myself before, but that information always just goes out of my head. Every time I learn it, I forget again. Oh my goodness, this guy takes so many hits with the powered down crossbow. It's crazy. It's crazy. I can't remember. Have you played the GBA version in arrange mode? I've played through the GBA version. I have not done the arrange mode. I've just done a standard playthrough of the game on the GBA. We did it on the stream actually. So I did it with the Game Boy player, which may have been suboptimal, but oh, why did I pick that up? Speaking of suboptimal. Oh, well. Maybe you jump from here? No. I could swear that it was jumping into the spikes that made it spawn, but I appear to be wrong. Oh, this guy really backs away far, huh? I think that got him. What if I'm going down too much? Oh, that's my problem. I was going down too much. Perfect. Oh no, but I'm not going to be able to open it because I got the bogus arrows. Alright, we're okay. It's a good time. Has level variants and Genesis G&G levels. Yeah. I'm definitely looking forward to doing it at some point. I just, just haven't gotten around to it. That's silly. I stood up into that. I don't actually know that I was low enough that it would have gone by me anyway, but it seemed like it might have because it took a while for it to contact me. Oh. Not quite high enough, that jump. Come on, give me my knife back. Oh, fire. No, thank you. Knife, please. Knife, please. Yuck. I almost want to pick that up for the magic, but it'll make the next level terrible. Yeah, let's mess around. Let's play with it. Oh no, it's not the magic I thought! I thought it was the tornadoes! No! I forgot the axe has this. Axe laser isn't that bad for this fight. It's not the worst. Hey, good morning, Zinshan. Welcome in. How goes the run? I'm doing all right. We finished the lost levels, and I thought I would just do a casual G&G playthrough. Oh, I got lucky there. I had some pretty bad luck on stage 5. I messed up and struggled there quite a bit, but we are, kind of back on track now. Never mind. Having a rough time, but having fun. Hey, Sparrow, welcome in. Great to have you here. I actually cleared that that level in Battletoads that I've been having such a terrible time with. Level 11, I actually cleared it. I didn't beat the game, I still game overed. But I made it to a new level, first time in weeks. We'll see if I ever make it there again. Ugh. It's like they're both terrible. I'm dead. I'm 100% dead now. Miracles and wonders abound. No, I don't feel comfortable doing it at all, Sparrow. I actually cleared it twice, but I really think it was just luck. I gotta say, it's, don't get your hopes up. I haven't gotten any better. I just got really lucky a couple times. No, I was hoping he was going to do fireballs again. I didn't know he was going to reach for me. Was thinking about me. I was stuck at work and unable to watch my favorite stream. Oh, thank you, Sparrow. It's very kind. And, you know, I love to have you here, but I definitely understand, you know, people can't always be. But hey, I streamed for, I've been going for a crazy long time, so I did get to see you a little bit today. Jelly is not feeling very well. She started feeling sick last night, so I'm kind of stretching out the stream so that I can give her enough time to sleep, and then maybe I can make breakfast for her and wake her up if she's feeling better. So that's a large part of what motivated me to keep the stream going on for so crazy long tonight. This is the worst. No! And now I'm dead. You're a good man, thank you. Get well soon, Jelly. I will pass along your get well wishes. I hung in there for longer than I thought I would. Speaking of that, I need to go bring breakfast for my wife, Itty says. If I don't catch you, have a good one. Thank you, Itty. Good luck on your Horus runs. I'm too slow. I'm too slow. This weapon forces you to, like, be foolishly brave. Thought I was going to crash the moment I got home, but had some dinner. Some pumpkin soup and bread. I got a second win. Next thing I know, I'm working on the turntables like I said I would tomorrow. we can stop playing around with that terrible weapon now. Happy to report the work I needed to do is complete too. Oh, nice. Did you get the parts that you ordered? Did those come through yet? I did. Ended up being a lot more complicated than it needed to be. Very long story, but I got there in the end, and I'm happy with the overall results. Excellent. Hopefully you'll have lots of time in the near future to make use of those turntables on your stream. Probably a magician. Oh. I probably should have picked that up. Ooh, cool. Bear trap. This is why you never use the arrows. You never use the powered up arrows. They're untrustworthy. They will get you killed all the time. Chasing the wrong enemies. They do let you kind of hang back and cheese the boss. So, like, that's why they're tempting to use, but they're only good if you can make it all the way here. And there's so much opportunity for them to treat you badly along the way. I don't know if I'm going to defeat this guy. He's got so much health, and these arrows are so weak. Look at the time limit running down on me. Oh my goodness. I didn't think it was going to happen. He gave me a sob story about why he thought it was okay to pocket the shipping. I kind of bought it just to make peace, too. He basically wanted me to feel bad that he had to pay a listing fee and tax, and ended up losing almost $200 off the overall price. I mean, those kind of fall into the category of his problems, right? Yeah, them's the breaks. Thank you for the trophy, Sparrow. But I'm so over it. Yeah, I mean, you got what you need. You know, as long as it didn't, you know, put you into a dire situation financially, then, all's well that ends well in the end, right? Yes, indeed. Thank you for the GG, Shadow. We are halfway there. Second verse, same as the first. Starting to run with a good luck magician. With a bit of luck, it'll arrive in the condition it looked. Post some pictures in the Discord as soon as you can. Right on. Oh, I locked myself back in the prison. You know what? Yeah, let's play with the lance for a while. It's not as good as, you know, the arrow for the most part, but we're well beyond the point of having like a, you know, like a clean run or anything, so might as well just mess around a bit. All I can get out of the chest right now are bracelets and magicians, I think. There's really no point to opening them. Never mind. There's plenty of point to opening them. Now I can get all the things. Help me with where this one sits in the overall series, Sparrow says. This is game number 3. It's Ghosts and Goblins on the NES, and Ghouls and Ghosts on the Genesis, and Super Ghouls and Ghosts on the SNES, and they're all 3 different games. The first 2 started as arcade games and got ported to consoles. This is originally a console game. Hey, Bernie, California. Good to see you. Thank you for the raid. Welcome in. Welcome to your friends. Very pleased to have you here. Tell us, what were you doing, Bernie? What were you doing on your stream, and how did it go for you tonight? We'd love to hear. If you want to use use the moment to use that link there in the shout out, my friends, to give Bernie a follow. He's kind of building up his stream. I believe still on the way to affiliate, so he could definitely. I'm certain would definitely appreciate a follow, and it'd be well worth your time. He does a lot of retro stuff, a lot of NES games. We had a good time watching him play Castlevania 3 a little while back. Super Mario Bros. Warpless, no continues. Couldn't beat it. Super Mario Brothers is it's trickier than I think a lot of people remember. I feel like, you know, sometimes people have the tendency to assume it's an easy game because they remember playing it with warps, or they think, oh, it was an early game, how bad could it be? But Mario Brothers is no joke. I'm certain you will get it, though, if you just stick with it. I mean... when we were talking before, I know you've worked your way through some hard titles, so... I have every confidence in you, my friend. Hey, Min, welcome in. Good to see you. Hope you're having a wonderful morning. We're just doing a casual playthrough of Super Ghouls and Ghosts. I'm playing on professional difficulty, and I'm playing with my stock is turned all the way down to 1. So it's not guaranteed I'll beat the game. With these with these settings, I may end up stuck in a situation where I run out of continues, and we get a permanent game over. But that's all right. It's all right. I wanted to add some drama to the event. I'm definitely not a master at this game, and I've certainly proven it. We've already used a couple continues, but you know, if I play through on, I know it well enough. If I play through on normal with the regular stock, then I pretty much can't run out of continues. So. This way, there's a little bit of drama if our victory is not guaranteed. And it's really feeling not guaranteed tonight. The stakes are high. There's nothing casual about Super Ghouls and Ghosts. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a hard game, but it's a very hard game. I just happen to be very familiar with it. I've played it a whole lot. I don't have, like, there's no natural talent or skill involved. And I still blunder all the time. Always played it with warps and continues. Yeah, I mean, I always played it like that, you know, for the longest time. I played it like that when I was young. I really started to appreciate Mario Brothers 1 a lot more when Mario 35 was the thing on the Switch. I really loved Super Mario Brothers 35. I put like 200 hours into it, which, you know, it was a pretty small game, so that's a lot of time. But boy, I had a lot of fun with it, and it really made me appreciate those Mario 1 levels in a way I hadn't really before. So I can do SMB 1 warpless. I can do it pretty reliably on 1 credit now, but I have a lot of experience with the game. We just played the Lost Levels earlier tonight. I don't have a lot of experience with that game. The Lost Levels playthrough was horrific. It was so ugly. There are a couple levels where I used, like, 20 continues per level. Yeah, Lost Levels is pretty tough. It was actually a lot easier than I thought it was going to be for the first, like, half of the game. It was pretty smooth sailing, but then the second half of the game and the last, like, 2 worlds, bone crushing. They grinded me to powder. So I play this game a lot. This is my favorite video game. This is like when people ask what's your #1 favorite game, this is it. Super Ghouls and Ghosts, Super Nintendo. I really love this game. And if I can pat myself on the back a little bit, I actually have beaten this game deathless on professional difficulty twice. It was a terror of a grind to get it. But I have made that happen. In 2021, I went on the grind to get a deathless run of this, and we got it, and I was so happy. It was a tremendous victory. And then I didn't play the game for a month, and the very next time I picked it up a month later, I got a second deathless run. It was so cool. All my runs since then have been pretty trash. Last time I played it went okay. I think we got a 1cc the last time I played it, which is, you know, oh no, oh that's horrible. All right. I was trying to decide whether or not to go back and get all these chests, but I guess there's no reason not to. As you can see, I'm quite the clown. I might pick that up. Actually, I think I have to pick that up. There's no might about it. There's a lot of chests up here, so we should be able to get our armor back. 2 magicians in a row? Really? 2? I expected 1, but 2? Brutal. The Lost Levels is like a troll version of SMB1. It's not just that it's difficult, but that it's like intentionally plays jokes on the player. There are parts in the game where it's mandatory that you bounce off of enemies, and the game loves to give you a star right before that kind of part. So the bounce is impossible and you just fall to your death. Like, it does that kind of... It plays that kind of joke on you in that game. It's not super fun. But yeah, it's... When people talk about it being difficult, though, it's not just difficulty. It has a degree of, like, mean-spiritedness to it. I've been meaning to mention the Minecraft sword. Oh, yeah. Are you being threatened in 8-bit? Jelly found this. There's a sword, and there's actually a pickaxe, too. Over here. Jelly found them at a yard sale or something like that. I've actually had them for a long time, but they were upstairs somewhere, and we just brought them downstairs, and she put them on the couch, and I just didn't bother to move them. They're pretty cool. You know, I love my 8-bits. Oh yuck! I didn't want to pick this up. No, another magician! Get out of here. shocked I don't have NES and SNES game posters behind me. I'm actually not really big on, like, filling up my walls with posters and pictures. Jelly likes hanging that kind of stuff up, but I kind of like, you know, like, sort of a more plain wall, especially when it has, like, you know, like, this, like, wood paneling. I like this wood paneling down here. I wouldn't really want to cover it up with anything. I had for a while, if you look back at older streams, for a while I had, and you were probably here. You were actually probably here back then. I had bookshelves with games lined up behind me. I had that kind of look, but I don't know. This is something about, like, I like my collection and I like showing it off, but I feel also kind of weird about it. It feels a little bit too show-offy, and I kind of just like the plain look of the wood. It's kind of cozy and gives us a vacationing in a cabin kind of feel. No! Look at what he did to me. Super Ghouls and Ghosts Deathless on Pro difficulty. Yeah. Thank you, thank you. Try my best to beat these hard games on that level. It's definitely a grind. You retro guys are my inspiration to keep pushing. Hey, keep at it. Keep at it. If I can, you know, if I can pull off a challenge, you know, if you stick with it, anybody can pull off a challenge that I pull off. Because here's my secret, right? There's only so many ways to fail a challenge, right? So I just grind enough attempts and I accidentally get it. Nice and spacious rather than cluttered. Welcome in, Sly Hippo. Good to see you again. All preference at the end of the day. Yeah. I mean, but you know, by all means, have your place set up, you know, the way that makes you most comfortable. I don't think there's anything wrong with having a big collection, or, you know, and having it on display and stuff like that. I just felt a little weird about it sometimes, and I just, you know, I kind of like this vibe a little bit better. Oh, this is a mistake. This is a mistake. These arrows are going to betray me. Oh my goodness, we made it through. Oh, I was so nervous. It's not like we can't tell you're a retro guy. Oh no, we can't have word of that getting out there. What was the name of the Genesis version? Ghouls and Ghosts is the Genesis version. If you're looking to get into these games, also, the Genesis version is probably the easiest one in the series. So if you've never played one, the Genesis version is a really good place to start. It looks a lot like this game. It doesn't play the same, though. You have a double jump in this one. You don't have that in the Genesis version, but what you do have is 4-directional aiming. There's definitely some areas in the Genesis game that are kind of a slog to get through. Like, when I say it's the easiest one, it's not that it's without challenge. It definitely has it. But one of the things that makes it easier is that it has boss checkpoints. And this one doesn't. If you die to the boss, you have to go through the second half of the level all over again. I don't think all the bosses have checkpoints in the Genesis version, but most of them do. The Genesis version also has the coolest final boss. If you do the 2 loops, as you should. AZ Dog, welcome in. Good morning to you. Thank you for joining us. Where's the chest? I knew it was there. Can't hide it from me. Oh, this is going to be real bad. Part B of this level is going to be real bad. It's the only game like this I ever finished, so it must. Oh, so it must be easy. Yeah, I didn't read the whole comment. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely hard. Don't sell yourself short. They're all hard, but it is the easiest of the series that I've played. There's some of them I haven't even gotten around to playing yet myself. There's 1.5 on the PSP. There's one game, but there are 2 versions of it. On the PSP that I haven't done. I haven't finished Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection, the newest one. I've played enough to know it's the hardest game ever made. It certainly seems like that at times, at least. There's a couple of them that are mobile only that I don't think I'll ever play. I did have them at one time, but I never finished them, and I don't have the device that I used to have them on, so they're basically lost to me. I don't think they sell them anymore either. I don't know, I haven't looked. But I mean, playing a platformer like this with a touchscreen input, no thank you. That's the one I finished. I'm terrible, so I figured it was the easier game. I kind of think that Ghosts and Goblins on the NES is the most difficult of them. It's hard to say. Of the ones I've finished, I think it's probably the most difficult. That's where emulation comes in, where all is lost. Yeah. I saw something about, apparently there's some recent improvements with mobile emulation. Someone was saying, but I don't really know the details of it. So yeah, 100%, you know, I'd be happy to emulate them at some point. play them with an actual controller. If for nothing else than to play the games with a controller. I would watch you play that. I've never seen a full playthrough of what game? Men. The mobile Ghosts and Goblins? I probably won't get to those anytime soon. Ghouls and Ghosts? On the Genesis? I've actually done that one on stream, I think. Well, I think I've only done it once, though. Oh, Ghosts and Goblins. That one I've done a lot. That was actually the first game I ever played on the stream. My very first stream was Ghosts and Goblins. And I actually did really well at it, too. I beat it in, like, less than 2 hours, which is pretty good for me. I know if you speedrun the game, you can beat it in, like, 10 minutes, but... I don't speedrun. That was the first stream I ever did. My second stream was this game. So I came out swinging. My first couple streams, I was like, all right, I'm gonna play some hard games. I'm gonna give everyone the wrong impression. Everyone's gonna think I'm good at games. It was all deception. If you use the command YT, I've got almost 100% of the stream backed up on YouTube. If that kind of thing interests you. I have 2 channels. One of them is highlights, and one of them is full VODs. They're not up to date. I think I've lost... I think I've lost 3 or 4 nights of the stream because of just bad luck stuff that happened. I lost a night of Superman 64. I lost 1 night of Dark Souls. I lost part of a night of Pokemon Arceus. Those are the only 3 I know about, but I think there might be 1 more. The archives are currently just now catching up to January. That's how far behind I am. I'm about 3 months behind. Uh-oh. Pulled up the Ghost... Yeah, the Ghosts and Goblins trilogy. That's where the Ghouls and Ghosts is. The only playthrough that we've done of it is on that video. You found the right one. The other 2, I've played through a whole lot of times. Especially like this one because I was on the grind for the Deathless Run for so long. So like if you go to YouTube and you type in Agent Frownie Super Ghouls and Ghosts, you'll get like 300 videos. It'd be a whole wall of videos. I have. I've done Ninja Gaiden 1 and 2. Ninja Turtles on the NES I've tried to beat, but on the NES Ninja Turtles, I've only played the arcade game. So the Turtles 2. I've never played the first one. But I've tried to beat the arcade game on the NES. I can't beat it. I've played it like 7 times. Still on the journey with that one. We'll get it someday, but so far I haven't. I keep a list of all the games that we've beaten on the stream. I do keep a list of them. It's in our Discord. But the one bad thing about it, it's not very easy to search because it's in chronological order. So it's usually easier. Unfortunately, it's usually easier to ask me if I've played a game than to go looking for it. But there does exist a list. The Victory Reels playlist, though, on the highlights channel, so the plain regular Agent Frownie channel, there's a playlist called Victory Reels. That also, like, you know, it has, I think, every time we beat a game on the stream in there. That's another way. If you don't use Discord, that's another way to see what we've finished, as opposed to what I've just tried. Yeah, I've heard the first one is real difficult. It's jank, but really good if you can get through it. I'm gonna give it a try sometime. I have all 3 of the NES games. I have all 3 of the Turtles games on the NES. I'd like to beat them all eventually. But, you know, they're hard and it takes time. Alright, here we are, last stage. This is where the game begins. The tutorial's over, now the game starts. You know, I don't like to judge how other people play games. You know, there are definitely, like, things you can do in games that, like, I wouldn't do. And, you know, so, like, if I'm making the leaderboard, I might consider certain things to be disqualifying, but at the same time, I always say people really shouldn't care about, you know, my opinions. But I will say, like, as a big fan of this series, I really do, like, I do want to always encourage people to do both loops of the game when they play something like this, because it really is different. You can kind of argue with the first Ghosts and Goblins on the NES that if you do one loop, you've kind of played through the whole game, because loop 2 isn't really that much different. It is a little bit harder, and I do think it's valuable to sit through that challenge. But, you know, it's pretty similar, so. With this game, if you just go through loop 1, you really haven't played the game. You really haven't played it, because it kind of all starts here. I have to die, because I can't get enough, there aren't enough treasure chests left on the stage for me to beat this one now. Sadly. And the whole reason for that is this level right here on Loop 2 is it's a completely different animal than Loop 1. On Loop 1, this is Loop 1 is nothing like what this is on Loop 2. You know how it is? You basically have to memorize every second of the game, the Turtles game. Yeah, I have a couple, like... So the thing is, I'm not... Well, again, like, I can't really speak for the first and the third Turtles games. But for the second one, like, I have a difficulty also, I think, that I'm not very good at beat-em-up games. I haven't played a whole lot of beat-em-ups. So I kind of feel like when I'm playing that puts me at a little bit of a disadvantage, too, with the arcade game. I feel like I've made it pretty far, like, maybe even to the last level. But I just can't bring home the win, not yet. I really didn't want to wake that guy up yet. No, don't hit me, please. Where's the other treasure chest? Where is it? Alright, get that guy out of here. What a nightmare. What a nightmare that was. You'd probably be good at the first Turtles game since it's a platformer. I'd probably have an easier time. I'm definitely better with platformers than beat-em-ups. Though Battletoads makes me doubt that I'll ever be good at anything ever again. This is it right here. This is why Loop 2 is so different from Loop 1, and why you have to do 2 loops to really beat this game. Because this weapon is mandatory, and beating this level with this weapon is a nightmare. On Loop 1, you know, you can get arrows or a knife, and you can hang back, and you can almost like cheese the boss with those weapons. But with this weapon, you have to get right up in the boss's face. You have to put yourself in danger. And it's terribly difficult. You can only hit the boss when you do a double jump with this weapon. And when you do a double jump, you're incredibly vulnerable, hanging out up in the air like that. It's no joke. It's no joke. You want to come in close, too, because your weapon is stronger based on your proximity. It's not always, you know... You can't always get close to them, but ideally... Goodness, he has so much health. Victory! We did it! I know that probably looked kind of easy. I promise you it's not. I promise you that is not easy. This guy is, though. This guy is not a boss. We're done with the game. The game is over. This guy is a victory lap. Don't even worry about this guy. He's just here for us to celebrate. We're just making our extra lap around the ring now. Hey, thank you, Sparrow. Thank you, Conga. I feel good. I feel good. No matter how many times I do it, it always feels good. All those years suffering with this game, like, throughout my childhood, I have so much time to make up for. There's so many great NES and SNES games, Min says. I mean, this guy's body doesn't even have a hitbox. Or a hurt box. You just jump right through his face. There we go, we did it. Gold armor, looking like a stud. We are victorious. You could give me both those consoles and I would play nothing. Contra, Metroid, Castlevania. They're some of my favorites, man. I love 8 and 16 bits. I think I like 8 bits a little more, typically. Though, I mean, my favorite game is a 16-bit game. I can't have that strong of a preference. It's been good, my friends. We're going to wrap the stream up. We've been going on for a very long time. I'm very grateful that so many of you have come in to join us. It's been wonderful having your company. Thank you very, very much. Everyone who has been kind enough to lurk and kind enough to chat with me. It's really wonderful. It's been tremendous. I hope that I'm going to get to see you again. Hopefully in the near future. But we will take off. I'll find a channel to raid. Say thank you one last time to Zinshan, Angelus, Sarconius, Shadow Archon, Narblast, and Bernie California. I think that's everybody. We had a lot of raids come in. If I forgot or missed someone, I'm terribly sorry. Because I certainly appreciate you all coming by and bringing your friends along. So we'll see who is live right now and what are they doing. We got some good choices. There's one I'm tempted to drop in on, but it's a stream. I won't be able to watch it because of spoilers. There's always someone playing this game, which we're not going to go to, because you just watch this game, right? I'm not going to send us to the same game. But there's always someone playing Super Ghouls and Ghosts at the end of my stream, and I always want to raid because I love the game, but it's always a Japanese stream, which, I mean, I don't speak Japanese, and I want to raid streams where I can interact with the streamer. I need to learn Japanese just so I can watch more Ghosts and More Ghouls and Ghost streams. Someone get Bella or Jeff to teach me. Or not Fed. I should be back tomorrow night as well, my friends, which is now later tonight, Friday night, 11 p.m. Central Time for that stream. I should be back. The plan for tomorrow is to play Battletoads, and depending on how that goes, it may end up being only Battletoads. Since I finally was able to make it to stage 12, I'm going to do a couple runs. If I'm consistently making it to stage 12 tomorrow night, then we might just play Battletoads the whole time until I beat it. If I continue to hit the wall at stage 11 and do badly tomorrow, we might just play it a couple times and then pick up something else. Leaning toward Contra on the Genesis. But don't cancel any plans hoping to catch a Contra stream, because I'm not going to promise that game's going to happen. Even if I do play something that's not Battletoads, I can't promise that game's going to happen. Thank you for your patience, my friends. I was looking around. I was looking at the retro category for like potentially new people to drop in on. When we have a lot of company, I do kind of like to keep an eye out for newer streamers to kind of drop in on and give them a chance. Nothing is really jumping out to me in the retro category. So if there's something I should have dropped in on there, I missed it, but that's all right. We'll see a friend. I'm gonna push this in the direction of Chozo Brain. Chozo hangs out with us here in the chat fairly frequently. He's playing Goof Troop on the SNES, so I won't be able to really watch his stream because I haven't played it yet and don't want that one spoiled. I actually kind of have plans at someday. My wife Jelly, she does Let's Plays on YouTube. If you're into that kind of thing, if you like what I do, there's a good chance you'll like what she does. It's quite similar, but with a lot more humor and pre-recorded. But that's our YouTube channel if you're interested in checking that out. At some point, Jelly and I may make a video together for her channel, or my channel, one way or the other. Kind of a dual, a team Let's Play. And we might play Goof Troop, because I've heard that's a really good multiplayer game. So it might be fun for us to do something together somewhere down the line. But it'd be pre-recorded and edited in her style. So, because she doesn't really want to do anything live like I like to do. See, on the flip side, we'll see a Sparrow. Get her playing Battletoads with me. That might be a little rough. But anyway, so Chozo, he's playing Goof Troop. Let's head over to his stream. Beware, it's not going to be strictly family friendly like our stream is. So if that's a deal breaker for you, here's your warning. But definitely you should come along if that doesn't bother you, because you can have a good time with our friend. We'll see you around, my friends. We're all out of stream. Let's go on an adventure.